People go, hey, Steve, why don't you throw a chair anymore? It's like, go, I don't want to. But you know what? You make me feel like it. You are a scumbag.
What was accomplished by that? He's having a blast.
Here's Gerald, your boyfriend.
Oh no. Wait, what? There's oh no.
Another one? Oh, now the guys are fighting. This is quality television. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good. I can't hear you on Discord. Hang on. There you are.
There I am. Yeah. There's my beautiful sultry tunes, my voice. So, how you doing, man?
Oh, good. Yeah, I got a bit hungover from yesterday. I didn't expect to get quite there, but
This is your first time probably watching Jerry Springer, I assume?
I've seen clips, but I've never seen a full thing, actually. No.
Never seen a full thing? Well, we're not going to watch full things because that's not what Jerry Springer's about, really. It's about these moments. Now, I am a Jerry Springer connoisseur. And what I mean by that is recently I got a 70-inch TV, quite literally, just so I could watch Jerry Springer on it while I go to sleep. I've watched so much Jerry Springer that my brain has begun to melt. But what I have done is gotten a compilation that have some of the craziest Jerry Springer moments, many of which I've never even seen. So we're gonna watch a few of this. I'm sharing screens. Can you see it?
Yep, I see him.
Okay, so we're gonna see some of the best moments. Anything you're expecting? What do you expect in today's viewing?
I know that this is the show where they go Jerry. I'm expecting that much.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I might get a few Jerrys out there myself.
Everything else will be a surprise. I feel like it too. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're gonna do this first one, and the title of this video is called Clanfrontation Fight.
That's what he wants to do. He's a controversial civil rights leader as well. He's the founder of the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, a very controversial organization. Here is Irv Rubin and his bodyguards, Al and Joseph.
Is the Jewish Defense League? What is the... what is the... Is it controversial? The Jewish Defense League is a controversial organization?
I've never heard of them. Are they still going around?
I've never heard of them either. Well, doesn't matter. We're going to find out who they are in a second. Oh, there's the, Okay, so, hey, get right into it. Before anything, I want to say, I could never imagine walking around like a D&D character wizard and feeling like I'm a serious man who's going to bring, like, pride to the right race. Like, I couldn't, like, dress up like this and feel like not like a goofball, you know?
It must have been hard to see through the eye holes.
It must have been. I mean, isn't, like, fascism, like, 90% of it just aesthetics? So, like, they're kind of screwing it right off the bat here. No wonder, like, the young fascists are more into, like, people like Nick Fuentes rather than, like, these, like, backyard rednecks, you know?
Yeah, but even with Nick Fuentes, it's fucking pit vipers, you know? Like, there's just something about impairing your fucking vision that is, like, quite appealing to these people. It's never gone away.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why, what's his face, the original founder of the American Nazi Party got shot. It's because, they probably didn't have decent vision. They couldn't dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about George Lincoln Rockwell, by the way, for people in chat. Oh, they get... Oh! Straight into it.
That was so quick.
Yeah, it's not even like a... They didn't even say anything. But it's not a big surprise.
This is so unethical, though.
What do you think is unethical about it?
That they're just starting a fight on TV.
They basically just, like, brought out a bunch of Jewish people to be like, want to fight some Klan members? That's basically what they did. Oh, damn! That guy had a stool. Oh, snap! The FBI deemed the League a right-wing terrorist group. So what we... Really? The Jewish Defense League? So what we're talking about is we have the Klan fighting terrorists, basically, on live TV.
Fair enough.
Whoa.
We like terrorist on terrorist violence in here, don't
Next, we're bringing out Osama bin Laden. Whoa.
we? Why were they a right-wing terrorist group, though? Who did they...
I don't know. Apparently, Netanyahu even condemned them. So, I mean, if Netanyahu condemned them, and it's, I mean, Netanyahu of all people, then it's probably not exactly like the most friendliest fellas in the world.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at what they did. I think they attacked Black Panthers. I don't know. I'm going to look through this.
There they go. Jerry. Blood. Little did these people know they were cheering on terrorists.
There's no discussion with them.
Hey.
You're not Joseph Farrell? I'm out.
Hey, you need a shirt.
You're right there.
Oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, that's what you took away from all of this, Jerry. He needs a shirt.
Yeah, they were suspected. So JDL, they were suspected of bombing a Manhattan office, apparently.
Oh well, you know that'll
other
do
things.
it. That'll make you a terrorist. That'll do it.
Oh, it was the PLO. They were suspected of bombing the PLO office
Oh,
in New York.
Well,
Yep.
that's a way to do a terrorism, most certainly.
That's one way to go. Man.
Also, apparently Springer stated many times in his book interview that he had no fucking clue why people came on his show and that crazy people just kept wanting to. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand that. I mean, I've seen that type of stuff happen all the time. But I mean, people want their like 15 minutes of fame, right? People just want to be on TV. Like it is of note to be on TV. Yeah, definitely in the 90s when we didn't have as easier access to the internet.
Didn't Jerry Springer used to be a politician?
He did, and then he paid a prostitute with a check, and kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, it's quite the bounce back, though.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Hey, I wonder if he ever called up the prostitute he paid with a check and was like, I'm doing this new thing. You want to come on for a special segment? Like, you want to come on the prostitute angle for the prostitute show we're doing? I could see him doing it.
He's just like a much more he's like a likable Jeremy Kyle, isn't he? Like
A likable Jeremy Kyle? Is Jeremy Kyle really despicable?
Jeremy Kyle is horrible. Dude, it was like Jerry Springer, but because it's British people, they wouldn't fight that often. It would just be like really poor people who were on benefits for like 10 years, and then he would just like there'd be a couple having a bit of a tiff, and like they have a baby, and the guy doesn't want to raise the kid, he just wants to like deal drugs or whatever. Then Jeremy Kyle will like do that face like right up into him and like scream at him and tell him to get a job. But that was what it was. It was
sounds
just
like a less intense version of Steve Wilkos. Do you know Steve Wilkos?
No.
Oh my god. So Steve Wilkos was a bodyguard for Jerry Springer, and people liked him so much that he got his own show. Let's look at one of these. So it starts with fire and flames and rock and roll music. So you get the vibe that's about to happen.
That is brilliant fire as well.
And you'll be okay with that.
It'll be the best interest of the kids.
The best interest for the kids. You bring children into the world, and you want to just pass the responsibility in the best interest of who? Those children or your paycheck?
No, it'd be the best interest.
Steve! Booga Steve!
This is exactly what it's like.
It would be the
You
best.
know what? Why don't you do the rest of the show standing up telling your story?
I'm not the only bad guy.
Stand up!
I don't need to lose my freedom over non-payment
Your
of child support.
freedom?
Yes.
How are you going to lose your freedom?
We have court next week. And if I go to jail, my wife will have to quit
What would you be going to jail for?
for non-payment of child support.
Well, why haven't you been paying? I thought Mr. Tattoo Artist is sending the money.
No,
Why?
nothing's been coming in.
Nothing's been coming
No.
in. And
quit his
your
job.
your
'Cause he
your
quit
wife
his
with
job.
cancer's not making enough for you to send, right?
No, she's not.
But nothing again prevents your fat ass from going out and working, right? Nothing, no medical problems.
I quit my job.
It is a crowd. Just look at them slowly rising.
I quit my job.
This is the type of people that if we lived in like the 1600s, they'd be like witch, and just like so eager to like just burn them all.
People go, hey Steve, why don't you throw a chair anymore? It's like, I don't want to. But you know what? You make me feel like it. You are a scumbag.
It's like, what was accomplished by that? I love like right after he talked about that, he immediately brings it up too. God, man, no chair for you, banned from chair, and then he'll say, "Get off my stage," and then they'll have to like timidly like get off the stage because what are they gonna do? Assault this like 6'9" man?
Because we're dealing with child molestation.
Oh my God, I forgot. They'll bring on murder cases onto the show. They'll be like, so the allegation is that this guy beat his child to death. Okay, let's get the lie detector out. He'll do that.
Oh God.
I like he'll do that constantly. Child molestation cases, murder cases. This guy is like even like the thing is with like Jerry Springer, like it got bad with like racism, like bringing on racists to and then everybody would boo the racists and stuff. But it was never like, so you molested the kid. Let's do the lie detector test of whether you molested your child or not. Like it was literally the worst of the worst.
We asked you, and this is relevant to the story, are you accusing Kane of molesting
Oh,
your...
also Steve is an ex-cop. Do you want to bring that up?
That's surprising.
Is it?
No.
daughter because you are bitter that he cheated on you? You answered no. Did you fabricate the story that Kane molested your daughter because you're angry with him? You answered no. And the results for those questions on the lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
No.
By the way, polygraphs are not that effective. Like you can get general ideas that maybe someone's, but to like deal with accusations this serious with polygraphs is so unbelievably irresponsible. This isn't even the dark. I remember one who's like, so did you cave your baby's skull in? You answered no, you lied. Why'd you cave your baby's skull in? It's like, holy shit. It's because the thing is, they needed to continue to up the shock factor to keep getting viewers, so they just got worse and worse and worse. Not even much to say. Steve Wilkos, I don't even want to react to on stream because it just gets so like dark.
He looks like the capsule that you get inside a Kinder Surprise.
He does kind of look like the
Walker's
capsule. He does kind of look like a little egg, doesn't he? Now let's go into the more fun ones. Okay, this one is about a man living in a box, apparently.
Leave me alone.
I'm not going anywhere, Lynn. I'm here because I love you. I'm nothing without you.
Jerry, I
Yes?
tell you what, if she doesn't come back to me, then I am your problem now. I'm going to sit here on this stage. I'm going to sit right over here until you can convince her to come back to me. And
He's living in a box. How did anyone believe this? How did anyone believe that he was just walking around with no clothes, living in a box? Wait, is he related to you?
Yeah. I was going to say that this is the guy who inspired my channel.
This guy inspired your channel. He's Loner. He lives
The
in a
mask
box.
is off. I'm named after. Yeah, look
You're
at
named
him.
after him. He's an icon, a hero.
take me back.
What? Who came? Can you imagine like how they came up with this idea in like the room? Like they're sitting around, like, okay, we've done literally everything. What do we do? And they're probably just at a dartboard. So it's a guy who lives in a box and is naked, and he becomes Jerry's problem. Like, how do you come up with this idea?
I wonder, like, maybe that couple would couples not like have to think of ways to get on Jerry Springer? You don't think?
I assume
like
they
if you're
have
a couple,
to, yeah.
you've tried swinging, you've tried acid, you've tried all this shit, and then just like the last thing on the list is sneak your way onto Jerry Springer.
But I mean, how
Take your
did
clothes off and go in the box.
I couldn't even imagine as somebody who's like on Jerry Springer, like reading this application, be like, my boyfriend lives in a a box, but not like homeless, but like as like he literally lives in a box, like he carries with every. Like, how do you even write that down?
Yeah,
Why don't you go back to him? Your sister seems really upset. She's already been crying because she thinks you're going to tell her something that'll hurt her.
A few weeks ago, your boyfriend and his friends came to the strip club, and I offered him a ride home because he was drunk, and it got kind of wild, and we ended up having sex. But
Damn. Well, you know, this is a pretty serious situation. I'm sure that Jerry has mental health counseling and like census programs. Like, hey, if you're relying on your partner's income, then you can get to these programs to access resources in order to be the best you possible. I believe in Jerry here. I believe in Jerry. He's gonna do the right thing. Oh, don't worry. He has Steve Wilkos. He'll save it. Steve.
He's got Steve Wilkos, the negotiator.
Steve Wilkos, the
Pacifier.
negotiator. He's gonna be like, he's just gonna pick up a chair, just hit someone in the back of the head like it's fucking wrestling.
Are you serious?
yeah, I'm serious.
Why the hell would you do this to me again?
By the way, can I be honest?
Again? Oh no.
Again? Wait, again?
Oh, no.
How? Wait, could you imagine? Okay, by the way, I would say like a good 50% of these were real people with real scenarios, by the way. Like stuff like this is like, I think is real. And so I'm imagining like you're this woman and you're reasoning like, oh, you know that stripper that slept with my ex? That slept with my current like husband or boyfriend? They want to bring me on the Jerry Springer. I'm sure they want to bring me on to tell me how much of a good friend I am. Not that they slept with them again for attention.
Yeah,
I'm
where's
sure-
the guy? They need to get the guy in here, right, to try and like pull them off each other.
That's another thing. Like people will come here to like propose or like they'll meet their online crush or something. If I was invited onto the Jerry Springer show to like do with anything, like I'm gonna find like I would expect something like this to happen, right? You would have to expect something like this to happen. So when people are genuinely shocked, and I do think there are individuals that are genuinely shocked, like this woman looks genuinely shocked. Like I can only sit here and like think why.
Christina, what do you mean again? And at least I'm
You
telling
had
you
sex
right
with two of my other
I'm telling you that I'm so
Two?
Oh no.
This is the third one. She's just
at
going.
the same time.
Oh my god! So she is basically following this woman around, like seducing, like a mermaid, like calling them away from the family ship. Like, come over here to the strip club. This is the third one. Is she just like she's like an assassin? She's like taking out like a sniper rifle, hanging out this woman's home, like boyfriend spotted, pussy activate.
There's definitely a plot twist, though, is that we're gonna find out that the non-stripper like used to rip the heads off of the strippers' dolls, and it's just like
Bro,
a very long-lasting
be like,
revenge plot.
So you blew up 7 of my cats. It's gonna be random
Yeah.
bullshit.
And then over the fucking spilled guts of the like 7th dead cat, she's just like, I will get hot and become a stripper and fuck.
And then
all
they'll
your
be like,
boyfriends."
okay, and here we got Jerry, the family little person. And then they have him come out and do like a fucking little leprechaun dance or something. Like Jerry Springer always will do stuff like that. Later seasons of Jerry Springer, they would have people come on who like didn't have a lower half of their body to like be staff for the show just so people had something to look at. Right. And I remember they even had people like juggling in the background because it got so boring at times. So they would just have people literally like the people believing like I lost my child. I had a miscarriage. It was terrible. And there's a guy in the background, a literal clown going da 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 da. It's really crazy because like you'll have like super serious scenarios and he's just busy like spinning plates.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the fall of the United States was kind of like predicted very early on. This is definitely like the first signs of a failed state, you know?
Nasty!
I'm telling you that I'm sorry. It was just a one-night stand. I wanted it. He wanted it. I mean, I'm not saying that.
Wow, she's proud of it. Okay, so that guy in the middle is, I think, a de-escalation expert. I'm sure he will handle the situation responsibly.
Mistake. It is a mistake.
Oh, there it is. I think you hear the bell. Hear the bell? When they fight, they play the little like ding 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 ding.
You little slut!
So you're saying you're sorry because you're not trying to be with him. But, you know, was there any moment where you say, you know, I don't need to be doing this?
No,
This is-
'cause she's a hoe.
This is my sister's boyfriend.
Why did they come in barefooted?
That's what hoes do.
Oh, Pete, could you help her with it, please?
Trash! You're trash! You're
Why
trash!
is
You're
he-
disgusting! You're trash!
Baby, let me explain.
You are so...
Baby, let me
Get away
explain.
from me!
They bring him
Get
out
away
too?
from me. Get away from me! Get away!
Damn.
I tell you every day that I love you, that I care for you. Every single day, and you tell me you don't believe me.
I don't
On
care.
a daily basis,
Do
you don't
sleep
believe
with
me.
my sister?
I made a mistake.
Wait, she's her sister?
Yeah, that's what stripper sister.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. So she's her stripper sister that's specifically just deciding to fuck every one of her boyfriends.
I want to know what the. Do you think there's a motive, or do you think the stripper sister is just like Satan? I don't know.
I don't
She
know. I
seems
mean,
pretty,
so
like,
far
proud
she
of the whole thing
seems
so far.
pretty like demonic right now.
Mm-hmm.
A mistake!
You go out.
A mistake!
You go out. Whenever we get into an argument, you go out, you go party.
So you go to a strip club
Whatever.
and
My
don't
buddies
take to
came
my
over. They said
sister?
they got me out of the house.
That
we
is,
went to
and
go
that's
to the
another
strip
thing.
club.
There's oh snap again. Okay, there's a lot of
Oh,
strip
God.
clubs, right? There's a lot. Like if if I was gonna cheat on somebody, not saying I ever would, right? Not saying I couldn't, but not saying that I would, right? Yeah. But let's say I would. I wouldn't go to the strip club of the sister of my or I guess in my case boyfriend, or like to some like male strip club of the specific of the brother of the person I'm dating. I feel like I'd want like something different, you know? I'd want like someone outside of the family gene pool, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that guy looks like he had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the brightest bulb. You know?
Doesn't seem like bright as well. Maybe, you know, I feel like he has a bad history of maybe like messing with family gene pools, you know?
Yeah, it could be a small town. Yeah, it could be a small town. Only one strip club.
True.
I'm very open with what I do, and right now I don't get. We're both adults. If I want them.
I thought she was apologizing.
Oh, she got her hair. She got her hair. She scalped her. This is 1800s America. She could make a decent penny off of that.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Away from me.
What? Did she just take out her tits?
Yeah.
This is quality television.
I'm gonna ask you to
Joe,
marry me. I want you to
we're
have my
done.
children.
We're so done. I'm so disgusted.
I think I made the ultimate mistake, man.
What's that?
I ended up sleeping with my baby's mother's cousin.
What?
You don't
Baby,
want
Wait.
wait. Baby mothers.
We draw that. Get paint.
Get MS Paint out. Like try to figure out
Yeah.
the ties there.
Baby's mother's cut. Okay.
Unironically though, I actually don't see the problem. Like if they're no longer together. I mean, I guess it's gonna be a
That's
sore
pretty
spot.
pretty
but-
low.
Yeah, this is pretty tame for Jerry Springer. But the title is Mom, I'm a Porn Star, so I feel like this might somehow get a little bit more intense than what is currently being talked about.
your cousin.
No, I really don't. It was something that happened in the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still with her, because if he's not with her anymore, then this doesn't really matter.
Did you feel bad as you were doing it?
When it sank in, when I started really thinking
I
about what I
don't
was
need
doing,
to.
Wait, is the neoliberal project in my chat right now?
Hey, who the fuck's that?
The neoliberal project, they run the actual neoliberal project. They have chapters across the country.
Oh, that really stupid fucking Twitter page. Is that what?
No, you're going after him. Oh, shit.
I might be confusing them with someone, eh? No, this is a different fucking group. This is the one.
Oh, it's a different group.
Zero
Okay.
liberal. Yeah, no, this is not. I'm
Okay.
thinking of London neoliberals.
No, they're a different group. Neoliberal project is a
Oh,
different group.
shit.
No,
I
you
was
hurt
just
their
in the-
feelings. You
in the-
bullied them. You bullied
the
them.
Jerry
Now they're
Springer-
sad.
It was just in the Jerry Springer spirit of things. I thought I could start some
True,
shit.
true.
Oh,
We
well.
could get you a neoliberal project in here. I could play the bell, ding, 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 and have you go back.
Do you
and
have any
forth.
other? Do you have any other friends I can call out?
Apparently, they say our London chapter is very trolly. To be fair, so it actually is one of their chapters.
Yeah, they're actually like scum buckets.
They call them very trolly. They do a little trolling.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because I think, yeah, it's like a Monopoly guy with a Union Jack in their profile.
A Monopoly guy. It's like, yes, I drink the blood of the poor. What about it? It's good for the economy. It's like classically, like playing into the stereotypes.
Oh well, Almost. We almost had one.
They say UK politics is cursed in general. It's not their fault. You have any response to that, Mr. British Scottish man?
It's cursed because everyone's a fucking neoliberal. That's why it's cursed.
Damn, off the top rope. Everybody just chanting, Dylan, Dylan. You guys are swinging at each other.
You remember about 5 months ago when Alicia came over?
You can suck my spotted dick. This is fucking British fight. It'd be great.
Oh my god.
Well, we ended up having sex.
What? Why? What is wrong with you?
Wait.
It's not
he's
mine.
really like
I thought we had a
noodly, isn't he?
future
It's not
together.
mine. It's not mine.
How do you know that?
Because I only slept with her for about 5 minutes and
Why would he publicly admit to that on national television that he lasted for 5 minutes? Not a very smart
That's kinda
tactic.
funny. No.
You know what? Right needs to happen. No, you're a whore. You just love whores because you slept with me.
that's because you enticed me.
No, I ain't enticed you.
You enticed me. You enticed me. You serpent Medusa.
That's lover's language.
You do this all the time.
Well, if
you
I'm such a whore, he should have been the one to tell you. I didn't take anything from you. He came on to me.
I don't know if I can even be with you.
We got to try to find a way to work this out, babe.
No. I don't want nothing to do with you, me or my son. I don't want nothing to do with you.
First, I'm one sexy bitch, as y'all can see.
Wait, how does this?
I've been going with this dude for
Oh, this is a separate story. Okay.
2 years now. He doesn't call me, doesn't text me, so I know he's cheating on me. So I found a new man.
Wait, that's not evidence of anything. He didn't call me, so he cheated on me.
By the way, hey, neoliberal project in chat. Did I just say that the problem with the UK is that everyone's neoliberal, right? And they've said, yes, Corbyn's Labour, famously neoliberal. Yes, Corbyn's Labour, the current Labour Party. I'm sorry, what? Like, that's like me saying, yeah, the problem with the UK is the Conservatives are in power, and neoliberal project replies, yes, Harold Wilson's United Kingdom, because he was the leader of the UK in like 1975. What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
Damn, come on, guys. They're fighting. Dylan, start the chat. Okay, let's act. Unironically, it'd be interesting to see you guys. If we could get. Let me ask you a question. Chanting it. If we could get you with one of the UK neoliberal chapters, would you want to talk to one of them?
I figured there's this topic. Yeah, I could do some prep.
That would be fun, actually. Could we do that? Could we arrange that? I'd host it. I'll be Jerry. We'll play the bell in the background. We'll all chant. Be a great time. And then we'll bring out then randomly you'll be like, wait, what's going on? I'll bring out your ex from like 10 years ago. Like, oh snap! And they'll be like, hey, LonerBox, guess what? I'm joining the UK Liberal. I'm joining the UK neoliberals. Oh, that's gonna be a blast.
my sister's boyfriend.
Our London chapter lead would probably do it. Well, unironically, message me. We'll do it. I'll have my first British-centered debate. I've never had a British-centered debate, so I'm interested in doing it. Expanding the brand to the Brit-Bonger land.
Sleep with your sister's boyfriend.
Because she's not good enough for him. He needs to upgrade to me, a model.
Damn. I want Jeremy Corbyn and Boris Johnson to do this.
Oh, that would have been a bit better.
Oh, she got her whole hair.
Why does everyone have a fucking wig in there?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people with weaves. Every time I would see girls fight at my school, like a weave would get pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a style choice, I think. He's having a blast.
Here's Gerald, your boyfriend.
Oh no. Wait, what? There's oh no.
Another one? Oh, now the guys are fighting.
Well, today I'm here
Is the fucking job description of the security guards just like touch the people as they fight?
Basically,
as if it looks like you're trying to pull
they're
them off?
instructed to like do it enough so they can't get in legal trouble. Is basically the
Yeah,
instructions
these
they're
like
given.
huge fucking meat sacks just struggling to pull these tiny little women off each other.
The title of this one is "Married to Your Dad, but Want You Back."
My husband and
as a DILF connoisseur, I'm very interested.
and my ex-husband, which also happened to be father and son.
So who were you married to first?
The son, Ryan. We ended up moving in with his dad, and you know, he got working and everything, got busy, and
Who, your husband?
my husband,
the son,
and
yeah.
I got left alone in a tiny little fifth wheel with his dad every day.
No. I walked to Montana. I went through. No, I can't stand the relationship. I can't stand you. I hate it all. I'm not going to do that to your daughter, to my father. That's the only reason I'm around. I love that little girl because she's a part of my family, not because she's a part of you.
Well, I know that.
Oh my God.
You treat
The guy was shaking. I mean, the guy's reasonably angry. If I found, could you imagine if you just found out that whoever you're with right now was like, well, I fell in love with your dad. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm blessed to have a very unattractive dad, so it's...
True.
treat her like she's your own.
I don't think anybody's like, my dad's very attractive, though. I don't really think anybody looks at their dad's like, man, that's a hot dad that I have.
I mean, you can say like I don't know, my dad is conventionally good looking or whatever, but yeah, like you can say
Conventionally
like,
good-looking.
properly disgusting dad. Yeah, that's what you want.
Properly disgusting.
Yeah.
So you got the properly disgusting dad genes in you? You think when you hit an age, you're gonna like?
No. I got a good blend. I'm fine.
You got a good blend. Oh, sure,
I've seen,
buddy.
Well, actually, I've seen pictures of my dad when he was my age. He was quite good looking, so maybe
Ooh,
we're fucked.
this sounds like a little bit of cope.
Mm-hmm.
You want to look brave in front of the neoliberal project.
I do.
I love her as
They're
a
gonna
sister.
use my daddy issues against me.
True.
Oh,
True.
no.
They bring out your dad.
Just squeeze it in, like, oh yes, Boris Johnson is a father to the nation. Yes.
Oh God.
Own.
It's
That's a good point. She is a sister.
It can never happen. It will never work between us. What I went through for you, I would never do that for another person. The way I feel, oh my gosh. It just makes me sick to my stomach. You make me sick to my stomach.
Honestly, you can't be surprised.
No, but it's just like, oh my gosh, like.
Wow.
Like, wow.
We got an
man.
intellectual heavyweight here. She should challenge for Hippy Dippy Championship, honestly.
That would be good.
I love him so much, but at the same
No,
time.
you don't.
Why, Ryan? He tried it once before and it didn't work. How could you want to do that again?
Is that the dad? Why is he here lecturing? It's also your fault, you scumbag. What do you mean?
I don't know. I miss it. I miss all the memories, the good
We've
things.
started
I
a
want
family.
it back.
We've started a family together, and I don't want to ruin our family. I love you.
Oh,
I don't know. The thing is, like, you know, you gotta empathize. Like, if you're a dad, you know, you're on your way out, and you get an opportunity to fuck your son's girlfriend. You know, like, just one more cheat death before.
I remember once my dad is an older man. He's in his 50s, and he was recently
Right.
dating a girl that was, I think, 22. Because that's my dad. And I remember once she took me into like the woods to take photos because she's just like a photographer or whatever. I was like, okay, and I took photos, and I found out that he was like really like scared that I was fucking his girlfriend.
Yeah, I guess you would be. Yeah.
I guess kinda. I mean, she is closer in age to me than she is to him. I mean, luckily that.
By the way, just think, it seems to have gone over a few heads in chat. Like, no, actually, dads should not fuck their son's girlfriend. Okay, just
yeah, a
that's
few
my
people in
serious
chat are
hat
like,
on, you know?
well, let me ask you a question. Let's say you were in your 50s or 60s and you were single. And you had a chance. They were attractive. Do you think you'd be able to resist the temptress?
What, of my son's
Of your son's
partner?
girlfriend? Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at saying no to people. Yeah.
That's great. Proud of you. I don't think I could have. if it was a really like, I don't know, a hot twink, you know? I mean, like, and I'm like 60. I don't got many chances left.
I don't know though, because it's like if I become a really unattractive dad and it's, you know, it's hard times, you know, you're
Your
gonna
hard
be sitting
times,
there
down
like,
on your luck.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Yeah, it's
Got
gonna
the
be a
beer
fucking
belly.
like. It's gonna be difficult. Yeah.
But Ryan would treat me our daughter just the
You
same.
yourself said he was to you.
Yeah, but you can be too.
Well, everybody can be.
Time out. This is your son.
Yes.
Why would you have broken up their marriage in the first place?
You can't. I didn't do it to hurt him. I did it because I fell in love with her.
But you're a parent first. That's your son. You don't do it.
Isn't it time to quit all this guilt tripping? Isn't it? Yeah. Come on, it's the past. Let's be a family again.
I don't even know what to fucking say. Is this reverse Sigmund Freud? Like, what is going on here? You know what?
I'm really intrigued by this. Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's harder for me to relate to this. Maybe if the person sitting in the seat was like a femboy, it would be like, it would connect more. But I just could not see the scenario playing out in real life.
That kind of went out the window a long time ago when you took my wife.
he's sticking up for himself, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the first one where I feel like it was pretty like decent consensus that this is actually like somewhat normal human being.
The thing with Jerry Springer as well is he seems to be the only one who hosts these shows who has a bit of like a sympathetic thing going on for him. You know that when she was just like, "Oh, I still love him," he goes, "No, you don't." Like the way that he can do that whilst also just being kind of like likable.
People love Jerry. People love Jerry to this day. People like Jerry went through so many controversies, or like people tried to put him into so many controversies, but he always came out on top of the American psyche. Because it's like the way like modern day debates comes out on top. Like no matter who he has on his show, like everybody just loves silent middle guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really doesn't like modern day debates.
That's true, actually. I guess it's because he doesn't accidentally get red pilled by one of the fucking fascists who
They call themselves adult babies.
Oh God, I remember that there was this one show that was competing with them that I found out they basically. Like, this is when they were competing to get more and more and more crazy. And this is basically when they got into the fetish of people dressing up and acting like babies. And they actually had them, if I remember correctly, in their baby outfits on the show.
You're about to meet a man who lives his life as though he were a 2-year-old baby. No kidding. He calls the woman he's married to his mommy. And yes, she bathes him, feeds him, and even diapers him.
There's no way these babies are gonna fight.
Hi. 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 Tell me about this relationship you have. You are married, your husband and wife.
Yes, we are.
What is the attraction of acting like a baby?
It's getting nurturing and stuff that you may not have gotten as a child growing up, because I grew up with 3 other siblings, an older sister and 2 younger brothers. I
just love how serious this conversation is. Why he's in the baby outfit. I know 100% one of the producers were like, "Can we get him in the baby outfit?"
I trained at a very early age, and basically I was forced to grow up to basically be the man of the house. I'm from a divorced
help
family.
me out here.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm asking.
Please,
being
ask.
respectful. Yeah, I got to understand this.
Okay.
Because you were forced to grow up early, you're walking around as a grown-up pooping in your pants? What is that about?
That's not a very respectful way to put it if you're trying to be respectful. How many
why
babies
is,
do they
like-
have on?
And why is fucking Rob Schneider? like,
Why is Rob Schneider a baby?
To be fair, that is the best thing for him.
Can I ask you a question?
That would be the best thing for Rob Schneider. And
How much would someone need to pay you to dress up like a baby and pretend to be one on national television on something like this?
I don't know. I don't have that much self-respect. A few grand.
That's it, really?
Yeah, whatever. You know.
I don't think I could, honestly. I think it would be too humiliating. I don't think I could do
$10.
it. Someone would need to give me like millions of dollars for somebody to make it worth my time, unironically, because I feel like it would just destroy my reputation.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, where's my unimpeachable reputation? No,
Yeah, somebody would be like, if I run for office, what are they gonna do? They're gonna print those pictures on, like, they'll say all of the things that are bad about me, whatever, and just use that as a picture as they run anti. Could you imagine if Nina Turner in a recent election, and I don't know if you watched that, they just had pictures of her with a binky in her mouth, dressed up like a baby, and like that was just pushed by Chantel Brown in the political PACs?
Yeah. Oh God.
You
yeah,
do
maybe,
this during...
maybe
leave that one alone.
I mean, you wear a diaper to work?
No. This is, it's like a security blanket to him.
The blanket's fine. It's the diaper I don't understand. What isn't...
He doesn't hurt anyone.
This isn't a fantasy. That other guy does it 24 hours a day.
There's a difference, though. He may do it 24 hours a day, but he doesn't. He has a life, too.
Why? Well, can he not stop pretending to be a baby for like 1 second to communicate with Jerry Springer? Like, stop playing with the fucking, like, bear?
I don't know. I mean, the other one broke character, didn't they? But this
Yeah, the
guy's
other one was like,
pretty
"Hello,
attached
good
to it.
sir. I am. Yes, I am just as a baby. But let me have a good serious conversation." The other guy's just goo goo gagging the whole time. He's in character.
I think he wants to. I think Rob Schneider wants to scream like fake phony at the other one, but he can't because babies don't say phony.
True. He's like, "You're a faker. You're not a real baby." I wonder if he's you know how people get in character. I forget, like the guy who was in Pet Detective. I forget his name.
Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, right? Jim Carrey is known for like being an absolute prick on set because he'll constantly stay in character, and it's part of his like thing. And the thing is, he's not even like puts on really particularly amazing performances when you consider it. Like he's not like he's going like deep into like Abraham Lincoln. He's just being ridiculous people, and so he's that same ridiculous character at all hours, pulling pranks and stuff. I feel like this is just a Jim Carrey of the baby world. He's like really devoted to his role.
Yeah, there was a news headline from my hometown. It's the best headline I've ever seen. It was a man crashes car after trying to drive like Ace Ventura.
Really?
His head out the window. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm doing this because I love him. It hurts me more than it hurts you. And boy, when you behave, you share.
To be clear, this at around this time was the most popular show on daytime television.
Really?
So this was pumped into the homes of basically like every household. This feels
She's
TOS.
playing the role very well, by the way.
I don't think this is TOS.
But you gotta go as fast as you can. Roll it and roll it and mark it with a V and.
That guy cannot look like he's like a bassist for like the Rolling Stones or like some old 80s band and also be a baby at the same time. He's got the whole dude, he just looks like an unironically a conservative stereotyped dirty hippie that has just wandered in and put on a diaper. This dude's probably high out of his mind.
In the oven for baby and me.
Are we gonna have ice cream?
You think I'm a sweet, very...
Nope. You know what? I don't even want to know. So we're gonna skip a little bit further past this one. What? That's not a thing you do to babies.
No more fussing. Bad boy.
Oh god. Hey, wait, listen, Dylan. See that? I'm sorry. I'm just getting distracted by chat again. Like the fucking. See neoliberalism. When I was a student, neoliberalism.
Do you
meant,
think this
like,
is caused by
Thatcher
neoliberalism?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Like neoliberalism, when I was a student, meant like Thatcher and Reagan and the Chicago boys and privatizing all that shit. And now there's someone in chat saying like about how neoliberals actually support welfare and universal healthcare. Has it changed? I feel like I've noticed this. Like the definition is used like so different from what it was 10 years ago.
The problem is words are pointless now. The
Yeah.
words like socialist, communist, neoliberal, like Joe Biden's a communist. Joe Biden's a socialist. Joe Biden's a neoliberal. He's all these things to different people. We don't all work on similar definitions and words, so these words have become basically pointless.
Yeah, I guess like in this situation, it's used very differently in the internet
Do you think
compared
that
to what
guy
it was
right
in
there
academia.
voted for Joe Biden?
What, this baby?
This guy right now, like in our present day, wherever he is,
Okay.
if he's still alive, do you think he voted Joe or Trump?
Well, this is the one that would. This was the one who would fucking break character, wouldn't he? So he would vote. The other one wouldn't vote because he's like actually committed to the role.
True. So this one
This
would
guy
vote.
would. This guy would vote Biden, I think. Yeah.
I think he'd vote Biden. Yeah, he'd be like, I need the nanny state, so he'd vote for
Yeah,
Biden.
he does need the.
What is this about? What's happening?
We got a wet diaper to take care of.
Hey, be grateful. All right. So now let's introduce our next guest. I'd like you to meet Stephanie. Now, Stephanie makes a living as an adult baby clothing designer. Stephanie, tell us about yourself.
Well, when I was little, I decided that I wanted to be a fashion designer.
Yes.
But also, I had a very strict upbringing. My mother was very uptight about anything that she didn't agree with. So uptight that I was never allowed to wear dungarees or slacks because she thought I was going to be a lesbian. So I just...
Wait, can I tell? The church that I went to as a kid was just like that, by the way. I remember having church officials. I was with me and this like girl that I like grew up with. We're like close friends, and they would try to separate us because we were too close of friends, and they thought that we were gonna like become pregnant at like 4 or something. But I remember once them going on like wild speeches about like how women, they can't wear pants. We're an anti-pants church. Just like how like radical like some of these beliefs were. I remember once being told that the reason that America's failing is we didn't give enough nukes to Israel. As far as I know, we didn't even give nukes to Israel. They did it themselves.
Yeah. Wow. My childhood did not have that.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun hearing about how the gays destroyed America.
I mean, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, so you didn't grow up in the 90s. It wasn't cool to be political when I was a kid.
It wasn't cool to be political?
No.
The churches
No
weren't
one
doing
was.
like kick flips, like radical politics. No, they weren't.
No. Well, the town that I'm from is considered the most godless town in the UK. We routinely turn most of the nightclubs in the main street used to be churches that got turned into nightclubs or casinos. And
That is hilarious, actually.
every decade, this kind of group of Christian fundamentalists from England will try to come up to save us, and then they go around and they try to speak to people. They always send like people as well. They always send like the youngest looking blonde girls to go and walk the streets and try to convert people, and it never works. And then
They try
just
to send the
them
most attractive ones, like, hey, maybe if you come to God, you can come to me or
back.
something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And they're Americans as well, so that's the only attempt to. A lot of
We
them are
export
Americans.
a lot of preachers and religious scholars and like people go around and try to convert people. We that's one of probably our biggest exports. It's that and weapons.
Pretty much, yeah.
As a child, that I would...
STEM.
Wait a minute. But if they want to be a baby, they have to dress like a baby. This is what their
Grow
fetish
up.
is.
What? No.
No way, Jerry.
All right. Okay, you go to, you have these parties. Tell me
Sure,
about
we
the
have,
parties.
okay. A lot of them, they would like to act, when you were a child, you had birthday parties, you had whatever. So sometimes I act like a mommy, and sometimes there are organizations, there's a big organization which has over 10,000 members all over the world. I sell clothing all over the world. And in some of the smallest towns in the USA that even do this. You'd be surprised.
This doesn't strike you as weird? I mean,
You
I
know
don't mean to
something?
be
You
picking
sound like my mother. I couldn't wear slacks because I'd be a lesbian. Now you're saying this is weird?
I don't think that's exactly the same thing, though. I think adults can generally wear slacks and not be a lesbian. But if the idea that you wear baby clothes, you're probably also acting like a baby. So actually, this doesn't apply here. I mean, I have no I don't have any moral dilemma about this. Like, I believe these people are destroying America by dressing up like babies. But they're coming on the show to like purposely because they know they look weird, right? So they can't pretend that like people aren't gonna like raise an eyebrow at this, right?
I do appreciate it that she came with her guns loaded, though.
I do like that. These are babies. They're defenseless. They need a protector.
They do.
Everyone
That's a
has
good
a little something in their closet they're not going to let everybody know about. Come on,
That's
Jerry.
not a little something. That's,
It isn't a little.
Okay, do we have a video?
Fantasy doesn't hurt anyone.
I mean, she's not wrong. Nothing she's saying is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a fantasy. That other guy does it 24 hours a day.
There's a difference, though. He may do it.
Please meet Corey.
Oh, they're done? Okay. Well, we've been doing it for about an hour. Do you think you've gotten your fill of Jerry?
Yeah,
The thing is with Jerry Springer is you can watch like 2 episodes and then you're like, okay, I get it. I get it.
I do love it though. It's so good.
Gotta be. It's kind of like, I feel like it's a little bit like smoking weed. Like you got to do it every once in a while. If you do it every day, then you just gotta slow down your life and your head goes in the gutter.
Oh god, I tried to smoke a joint yesterday after that. Watching that debate, got like a third
probably
through
did
it,
not
maybe.
end well, did it?
After the whiskey, it was not a good. No.
Well, thank you so much.
Especially when you get to fucking 30 as well. Like it's all harder.
Thank you for coming on. I don't know how I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video, but eventually, I assume we will. We'll have fun editing it. I appreciate you coming on. I want to do a segment on Jerry Springer for a while, but it's kind of, you don't really know how to like cover Jerry. But so what's your consensus on the Jerry Springer show? What do you think about it?
I think it was all downhill after this whole genre kind of peaked with Jerry Springer, and then I wish like those Jeremy Kyle types or whatever, that fucking weird cop baby new potato head, like
it would go away.
Just they should have just kept that whole like sympathetic kind of coy angle instead of just trying to, because they just thought they were saviors, didn't they? Like these, yes, I'm going to redeem the society by screaming in the faces of the most vulnerable people on earth. Yeah,
do you think we could get modern day debates to be the modern Jerry Springer?
I think so. I think that'd be a good future for him.
I think it would. I think I could see him doing daytime television, just having these people come on and ding 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 bell and everything.
Because this with like super chats and fascists and like groypers and shit, yeah.
I could see it. I could see Nick Fuentes getting in like a fist fight with Tariq Nasheed on stage.
Oh god.
My god. That's an actual like cage match I'd have to watch. Like there's a lot of these like you're just like run of the mill fascists. That's the one time I'd actually have to sit down and watch Nick Fuentes talk just to see them fight.
Would they have like special moves? You know, when the Big Show would like slap someone, they say, "Oh, those frying pan hands." Like Fuentes has really big hands. Maybe there's,
I don't know. Maybe
that'll be one of his moves.
I don't know, like the Groiper grope. He like grabs their chest and like throws it in the ground or something. Who knows?
Yeah, or he like whistles and then an army of like 3-year-olds come out with pit vipers and overwhelm them.
I think. I can't say that joke. But anyway, man, I appreciate you coming on. People can find you at LonerBox, either on Twitch or YouTube. LonerBox. Please support him. He made a really good video on Nick Fuentes recently. I assume it's good because I still haven't watched it. But I will eventually watch it. I promise.
Nice one. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for
and I'll see if I can set that thing up with the neoliberal project from the UK. That'd be blessed.
No rush, but yeah, nice one. All right. Goodbye,
Have a
Jeff.
good one.
Goodbye, Dylan.
Oh, any prediction for tomorrow's debate with Lauren Southern and such?
I don't want to say. I'll DM you.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.